You have a plan in your head right now that could change your whole life. You have replayed it 100 times the version of you that finally launches the business, finishes the book, gets the body, builds the career. It feels so close you can almost touch it. But then you open your laptop and somehow an hour disappears. You tell yourself you will start after dinner. Dinner comes and goes. And by midnight, you are lying in the dark, angry at yourself again, wondering why the person in your head never seems to show up in real life. If that sounds familiar, stay with me for the next few minutes, because what I am about to explain is not a motivation problem. It is not even a discipline problem. It is something happening inside your brain right now that most people never learn to name, let alone fix. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Here is the truth nobody wants to say out loud. You are not lazy. You are in a war with yourself, and one side is winning. One side of you wants growth. It wants the goal, the recognition, the proof that you were right to dream that big. The other side wants something older, something quieter. It wants safety. It wants to avoid risk, avoid failure, avoid the version of tomorrow where you tried hard and it still was not enough. Right now, the safety side is winning. Not because you are weak, because your brain is wired that way. It is built to chase comfort and dodge pain the same way it has been wired for thousands of years. Your goals feel like a threat. Uncertain, effortful, possibly humiliating. So your brain offers you an exit: open the phone, watch one more video, refresh the feed, and for a few seconds the pressure lifts. That relief is a trap. Every time you take it, your brain logs a lesson. Avoiding the hard thing equals feeling better. And it will keep steering you back to that shortcut again and again until the pattern feels like who you are. It is not who you are. It is just what your brain learned to do. Let's talk about the lie that is keeping you frozen: perfectionism. You are not stalling because you do not care. You are stalling because you care so much that good enough feels unacceptable. So you wait for the right mood, the right plan, the right moment to finally begin. But that moment is not coming. It was never going to. Perfect conditions are a fantasy your brain invented so you never have to risk finding out the truth. And that is really what this is about: fear. Not fear of failing exactly. Fear of trying your hardest and discovering you are ordinary. As long as the dream stays a dream, it stays safe, untested, still perfect in your head. But here is what that fear is costing you. Inaction does not protect your potential. It just quietly expires it. So how do you actually break out of this? Start by killing a myth: motivation is not coming to save you. It is a mood, and moods do not build anything that lasts. What builds a life is structure. Small, boring, repeatable structure. Pick one task, not the whole plan, one piece of it. 10 minutes of writing, one email sent, one page read, something so small your brain cannot talk you out of it. Then do that same tiny thing again tomorrow. You are not chasing a perfect day, you are training a pattern, and patterns, done enough times, turn into identity. Next, fix your environment before you try to fix your willpower. Willpower is unreliable, design is not. Put the phone in another room, close the tabs that do not serve the task. Set one block of time each day that is untouchable, and protect it like it pays your rent, because in a way it does. Every distraction you remove in advance is a decision you never have to fight in the moment. That is not weakness. That is strategy. And one more thing: stop consuming and start producing. Watching another video about discipline, reading another article about success, that is not progress. It feels productive, but it is just a more comfortable form of avoidance. You already know enough to start. What you are missing is not information. It is the first move. Now brace yourself, because your first attempt is going to be rough. It is supposed to be. Nobody's first draft, first rep, first version was any good. That is not the exception, that is the rule. You are not trying to be excellent today. You are trying to prove to yourself that you show up. Excellence is a byproduct of repetition, not a starting requirement. There will be days you skip, days you fall back into old habits. That does not erase your progress, unless you let one missed day turn into a missed month. The people who actually change are not the ones who never fall. They are the ones who get back up without turning it into a whole story about how they always fail. And please, stop punishing yourself at night for the day you lost. Guilt does not build discipline, it just adds weight to a bag you are already dragging. Talk to yourself the way you would talk to someone you actually love. You had a bad day. Fine. Tomorrow is a new one. Pick the smallest possible action and take it. Here is what I need you to walk away with: you were never lazy. Lazy was never your identity. It was just a habit your brain built to protect you from discomfort, one small avoidance at a time. And anything built one small step at a time can be rebuilt the same way. Stop rehearsing the life you want in your head. Stop collecting more advice, more plans, more perfect strategies for a version of tomorrow that keeps sliding out of reach. Pick one thing, right now, something so small you have no excuse. Do it today, do it again tomorrow. That is the whole secret, not motivation, not talent. Just the next small action repeated until it becomes who you are. The version of you that only dreams or the version of you that finally does. Go be the second one.